Hey guys, I ran across this video and I thought it would be a cool video to do a reaction to. And I know y'all seen the thumbnail, so we are just going to jump straight into this video.
These days, scrolling through my phone, seeing the amount of people with a front camera on crying about Trump potentially cutting off their benefits, their food stamps, and their Section 8 housing. But bitch, you've been on food stamps for 10 years. You've been on Section 8 for 10 years. You ain't got no damn money. More importantly, you kept making babies because you knew the government was going to take care of your lazy, non-working ass. And now you hollering because you ain't got no money, because you ain't worked in God knows how long. Man, play the damn video.
Family is on disability. We food stamps. My husband's on food stamps. I'm on food stamps for the baby. Though we all have Medicaid. Okay, to wake up this morning and
Did she just say that she's on food stamps for the baby? Okay.
find out that the federally funded programs are going to be stopped, just like all of you Trump voters warned me it would. This is what you all wished for, okay? I want to please point my finger at every single Trump voter who is in my comment section of a video that no longer exists. It was Food Stamp Day, and that comment section was so full of people saying how they couldn't wait for this day.
I bet they couldn't wait for this day. Here's the thing about regular working people. We have to work for our money, and we have to spend the money that we've worked for. Whereas yo ass, all you got to do is make babies and collect the check. Girl, fuck you.
Can't wait for them to take that away. Can't wait for food stamps to go away. You can't wait for my family to starve. Because when we lose our disability, when we lose our food stamps, when we lose our medical, we're going to starve.
Go to work. That's how it works around the world. If you have children and you can't afford to feed them because you're irresponsible or lazy, you all starve. That is how life works everywhere else but America. If you too lazy to work for the family you created, y'all will starve. It's called natural selection, bitch. There's no reason you should be reproducing if the government is taking care of you. I'm gonna say that shit one more time. Whether you black, white, Asian, Latino, there is no reason you should be making babies if you on welfare and getting food stamps. Why you having more kids? And the problem is the government has been like, oh, you had another kid? Here's an extra $400 a month in food stamps because you know you need it. Motherfuckers get thousands of dollars in groceries every month. And you broke now? Bitch, please, you gotta take your ass to work, ho.
I have a 1-year-old baby, okay? I have 2 older children who are...
Okay, elderly and people with disabilities, I can understand them receiving assistance. Also, if you fall on hard times, which everyone does, I can see you getting assistance, but it should be momentarily. It should not be like, oh yeah, I have a certificate now to basically get assistance for the rest of your life. Like, no, once you get on it, it should be a cap on there. Like, okay, now what that cap should be, y'all put a comment, you know, in the comment section. But yeah, it should not be a lifelong situation. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
We're also on food stamps without the federally assistance. And it's not just my family. People with disabilities, veterans, the elderly. This doesn't just affect me. This affects so many people. Millions and millions and millions of people who are going to lose. We're going to lose
Millions and millions of people who are going to... I'm making this video about me and my family and my personal shit, but in order to garner more sympathies, I gotta talk about the disabilities and the benefits of everybody else. It's not just a... Shut up, bitch. You and your husband lazy, and you making babies because the government's taking care of you. That's what you get. Maybe your children should look at their parents as the failures that they are. I'm awesome. I got a 1-year-old. A 1-year-old, bitch? You broke as hell and you got a 1-year-old? I don't feel bad for nobody who's broke as fuck with a baby. I feel bad for that baby, because that baby didn't ask to be here. You was the one out here having unprotected sex. Let me guess. You couldn't even afford condoms, right? So this next lady is complaining about the same situation. Let's give her a listen.
I don't understand why I'm getting so much hate for being on welfare. Like, why? That's what it is there for.
I get 3.3K in food stamps, 900 in cash, and Section 8 housing for a family of 8. I had 6 kids because of the welfare. You had 6 kids because of the welfare? So the government giving you all this free shit, and you like, I'm gonna keep making babies because they're gonna keep giving me free shit. You couldn't just take care of the baby you already had with the free shit the government was giving you. You kept making babies so the government would give you more free shit. And you wonder why the average American does not like you, bitch? We pay taxes. Every dollar we spend is taxed. Every tax dollar that is spent that is taxed when it's received. They gotta pay taxes for receiving it. And then we gotta go out and buy food, groceries, pay for rent. Meanwhile, this heifer got 6 kids and everything is paid for by us.
Do they expect me to have 6 kids with 4 different fathers and not be on welfare? What am I supposed to do? They expect me to pay for my own daycare. They expect me to pay for my own food, my own diapers. They expect me to pay rent. I can't pay rent.
So you a 6x4, a 6x4. And you make it seem like somebody made you have these kids. Do you hear the tone? You act like you just playing the cards you was dealt. Bitch, you picked up these cards individually and was like, this is my hand.
I have 6 kids. I have to keep a roof over their head. No. I have been on welfare since I was 19 years old, when I was pregnant with my first child, who is now 15.
We always talk about these bum-ass men. Nobody talks about these broke-ass, bum-ass bitches who are a drain on society.
So I receive 3,300 in EBT food stamps a month. Okay, that is just food. $900 in cash benefits. I get it on my EBT card, and then I get like a pack of gum, and then I withdraw the cash from Walmart, Myers, whatever. I also get Section 8 housing, okay? So they pay for most of my rent. I pay like $70 some.
And you wonder why people are mad. You have 6 kids. Who knows what kind of house you have? You probably got a 6-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 4-bedroom, and you paying $70.
And then half of water. Okay. With them requiring me to pay back the last 12 months, add all that up, my TikTok income should not be considered a job. That should just be extra. I can't.
So this isn't because of Trump at all. So you get all these benefits, but you thought you was finna have a legal side hustle. So you started making TikToks and started making money from it, right? So 12 months later, Uncle Sam was like, bitch, I know you don't have a job and we still paying for all this shit. You gotta pay all this shit back, my girl. I was getting pissed off watching this story. Notice how the sun just came out? Once the story got brighter, you can't make this shit up.
My whole welfare shut off because I am monetizing on TikTok. There's no possible way that I can support my family on that. So, Michigan, do better. You're not cutting my crap off. Not happening.
What you gonna do? You saying they're not cutting it off sounds off to me. You're making a video about it. You gotta pay that shit back since you've been getting paid.
Wow. Okay, that video was very interesting, okay? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. I mean, he made some very valid points. I cannot be upset, okay, about some of the points that he actually made. And it made sense. Like, sis, it's time for you to get you a job. You know, I have to work. Most of my viewers, you know, they working. So, like, join the working club. That's all I can say.